What's going on, guys? I'm with the Moose, and today I'm back on MLB 17, the Show Diamond Dynasty. Going to be showing you guys exactly how I got this Doug Drabek program completely done, and it is very exciting, I would say. You get 2,000 XP, 250 subs, 15 tickets for the final one. For most people, at least in my opinion, what the final one would be, which is to get 15 wins with Drabek, or 15 wins with breakout starting pitchers, I really should say. I'm sorry. So you guys can see that you needed that one. That is one of the harder ones, or one of the ones that just takes a while, because you need them in either online ranked seasons, BR games, or events games. And considering there's no event right now, you can't even do it in that. So it's basically just BR or ranked. I did 13 of the 15 in ranked, and then I did 2 of the 15, the last 2 in Battle Royale. I was getting a little sick of ranked because I've been playing so much. So I basically just decided to hop into a BR. I had one breakout starting pitcher, and we got a couple wins in it with him. So that was pretty nice. Now, the next one up that I think is probably the next hardest is probably this breakout strikeouts one. You only need 75 strikeouts with any breakout pitcher, or, any breakout pitcher. That means, starting pitchers or relief pitchers in ranked seasons games. It's not that hard. It was actually pretty darn easy. You basically just have to play ranked, and it'll take a good 6, 7, maybe 8 games to get done. That's why I consider it kind of tougher, just because it takes a little bit longer than a few of the other ones. Next one up I want to look at is just pitch a complete game, get the win, and of course tally 11 strikeouts with one breakout series starting pitcher. The deadline is only one game, obviously, in a play versus CPU. Put it on rookie, put it on veteran. Either way, you should be able to do this. You don't even need to pitch a shutout or like a no-hitter. It's not that hard. Next one up is tally 3 saves and 3 holds with Pittsburgh Pirates pitchers in Conquest games. Very easy to do. You can get this done in 3 games, no doubt about it. It's very straightforward. Just get 2 Pirates relief pitchers in your bullpen, and very easy to do. Next one up, collect 25 Pittsburgh Pirate player items. Very easy as well. Also a quick reminder on the collect or exchange. Collect basically means you lock it into your collection and you can't sell it, but you can still use it, so don't be afraid to do it. Especially if you already did, the Pirates 25-man collection or whatever. Next one up and final one is just collect 15 Breakout Series player items. This one is a little bit more annoying, I would say, but most Breakout Series players that you're going to have anyway are going to be from like team sets, missions, stuff like that. So they're probably going to be already collected anyway, or they're going to be from the ticket store. I'll show you guys a few ways to get some Breakout players, but 15 is not too bad. It's much less to do than the 50 that you need for the Eddie Matthews, which I'm currently trying to go for a little bit, and I would love to get. Now, you could obviously buy a guy like Alex Gordon from the ticket store. A lot of tickets are, 2,600. That's a ton. I'm staying away from him, but you could easily get a guy like Dale Murphy for 500. That's a breakout player, or even cheaper. There should be some. Actually, there's none in the store right now. That's kind of funny. But usually, I think earlier today, actually, there were 2 or 3 breakout players that were going for like 100 or 200 tickets. I know there's a Brad Miller that comes up a lot. So just be on the lookout in the ticket store if you really don't want to spend any stubs on breakout players. You can easily get them in the ticket store for very cheap. Like I said, 100, maybe 200 tickets, and even like a Dale Murphy for only 500, and he's not even that bad of a player either. So very easy to do that. Now, before we get to the Drabek, what was my rotation like to get this done? I'll show you guys exactly what it was, what I did in ranked seasons to make sure that I always had, breakout players on the mound. So I have Catfish Hunter, got him. He is the number 1 starter, I guess. Jack Morris going to be an 85 overall, number 2 starter. Ricky Nolasco there as well. Nathan Eovaldi, which I believe everyone should have. I think you need to get like 100 strikeouts in the game, and you get him, something like that. Maybe it's like 200 or 300. It's somewhere in that range. Very easy to do in your stat missions. Go check it out, and you should have it. And then Rich Hill, he's actually a player that pops up in the ticket store every once in a while. He's actually a really fun pitcher to pitch with. Not easy to get strikeouts with, but people get off balance like crazy with his curveball. Fun guy to use. And so these were my 5 breakout starting pitchers. Obviously, you guys can see my rotation is going to get a lot better now that I can actually take out those guys and I don't have to use them. So thankfully, that is the case. But now let's get into it, what the meat and potatoes of this episode is, and get into the Doug Drabek. We already redeemed the Pedro Alvarez. I'll show you guys him in a little bit. That's who you get for 50% of this program. Now, we, of course, do have a program pack and also the Doug Drabek. We got to show you guys, obviously, as the cream of the crop redeem reward. We'll weigh in that for a sec. Oh, redeem reward, yeah. Meant to do that. I was saying I'd weigh in opening the program pack until the end. You never know what you're going to get, generally not very good, but hey, sometimes it can be crazy. So let's take a look at Drabek and also Pedro Alvarez real quick, just to show you guys what they're looking like, how they're doing. Alvarez, not that great. I was honestly kind of unimpressed by him in general, just because it's he's kind of bad. Like, I guess that it shouldn't be a crazy reward or anything like that, but he's not that great. But 76 overall, Pedro Alvarez got 53 contact right, 29 contact left, 96 power rate's cool, but everything else pretty darn bad. And okay fielding, I guess. I mean, it's just like an okay card. That's all it is, really. But that's there if you want to use it. Maybe you're a big Pedro Alvarez fan. That's there if you get to 50% of this program. But once you get to 100%, obviously, going to be the Doug Drabek, 86 overall breakout, who should have a mission, which we'll check out in a little bit. His stats look okay, you know, very balanced across the board. No stat worse than, it looks like 60, other than like bunting and fielding, which who cares. So no stat under 60, that's pretty good, but no stat higher than 80, at least for ones that matter. Obviously, stamina at 88. But in general, between 60 and 80 in the stats, that's like an okay card. Let's see what his pitch selection looks like. Got a four-seam slider, curveball, sinker, changeup. That's actually really nice. Great pitch selection. Probably my favorite in the game, I'd have to say. The four-seam's fantastic. Having a slider is very nice against right-handed hitters. I like to throw that down and away. Curveball, just nice to have in general. Sinker, nice little, you know, kind of an off fastball type thing. A little bit of a change, little one with movement. And then changeup, basically, obviously, one of the staples of almost every single pitcher has a changeup. So very nice to see that. Drabek looking like he has some nice pitches, but like I said, let's see if he has any mission assigned to him. The other two programs, Chipper Jones and Chris Archer, both had player spotlight missions, so let's see if he does, and yes, he does. The deadline is 1 game. Looks like you have to tally a complete game shutout, a win, and at least 2 strikeouts with breakout legend Doug Drabek in the same Diamond Dynasty game. It's kind of weird that you only need to tally 2 strikeouts, and it looks like it can be any DD game. So personally, to me at least, this is probably going to be easily done in Conquest. The only unfortunate thing is you have to have him starting the game because you need a complete game shutout. You can't bring him in like in the second inning and get this done like a lot of people would do, you know, pinch hit him or whatever. You can't do that, so you do need him to start the game, which is why I personally think doing a Conquest game, just playing Conquest a bunch of times, eventually you'll get him, and it'll be pretty easy. A complete game shutout is only 3 innings, and you only need to strike out 2 guys. Not very tough. So that is all you need to do for that. You get some stubs, some XP, and whatnot. Should be enjoyable and should be a good way to get that done. Now, final thing I wanted to show you guys, which I completely forgot about until right now, which is big time, is in the Dynasty program. I should have something done here. So actually, first I need to go to the missions. I forgot about that. I'm getting too excited now because I can't believe I almost forgot about it. And now I'm excited. I remembered it. Go to the Dynasty program, and right there, breakout program number 1, Doug Drabek, giving me 3% onto that Dynasty program. And what does that unlock me in that program? You guys will see. You might have already saw it, or you might have already done it yourself. But we got Lou Brock, 94 overall, along with 25,000 XP, 1,000 stubs, and 150 tickets as well. So Lou Brock, welcome to the team. Up to 16% on the Diamond program. Obviously, going to take absolutely forever to get the Dynasty program done. That is definitely one that is not going to happen very quickly at all, but I believe he's on the Cardinals. Let's take a look at him real quick, and then we'll let you guys go. Obviously, let's see. Lou Brock, what do we got here? 94 overall, absolute beast. 99 speed, 97 stealing, 99 contact right, and also even 78 power right. 64 contact left, 50 power left, and 80 vision. Actually a really, really solid card. Decent fielding as well. The arm is not that great, but the speed is absolutely, you know, tremendous. This card is very favorably compared, I would say, to Kenny Lofton, I would bet, the team epic for the Indians. Obviously, Lofton probably a little bit more reliable overall, but in general, Lou Brock is kind of like a budget Kenny Lofton, if that makes any sense. Obviously, it's a little bit tough to get this Lou Brock, but it's not impossible, and it's not out of the question for most people. So I'm definitely going to try him out and see how he is. Hopefully, he is good. If you've already had this Lou Brock, let me know how he plays down in the comments down below. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later.